Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mateus, undoubtedly the centre of attention today. Another huge landmark reached. It is his 500th game for the team.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for oh so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all the luck today.
Hernandez. Here's Rodri. Hernandez. And that interception was most necessary. There's the shot! Ernest. And it's Beckham. Ernest!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Adams. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has not gone well. Oh, super find. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Played back in. There's the hit! And it's a goal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And that's been won straight back. Lizarazu.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
There will be a throw-in. Kimmich. Oh, well played, well played. Ernest. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. Beckham making good progress on the right-hand side. Conte.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rummenigge. And he was quick to react. Kimmich. Now it's Beckham. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Chance to shoot. Rummenigge! Oh, it's gone in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Adams, and that's really well manoeuvred. And we hit half-time. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's one each. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just... Owen! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Lizarazu. Now that's well seen too. Thuram driving forward. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Oh, that just required a bit...
Oh, shooting chance! We've got a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
And Beckham! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! A finish right from the top draw! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free.
Owen, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Big chance! That comes as a mighty relief.
Substitution on the field, number 32.
So there's going to be another change here.
Diego Forlan. Coming on the field, number 11, Didier Drogba.
Mateus, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge. Owen! And that would have won it.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Plenty to aim at here. Tries a shot! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So now the difference is 3.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for options for movement. Owen, now the finish! They've done it! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Owen. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Great ball if he can get there. Hernandez. Now it's Luke de Jong. And we're done. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
In the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lizarazu. Chouameni. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Beckham.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Passing nice and neat. Yamal. Oh, there's a probing ball. Beckham, under an awful lot of pressure, and that's really well manoeuvred. And he's only too happy to take that back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Owen. Hernus. Real Owen! And it's a goal!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Goal! After 33 minutes is...
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And here's Torres. Quick look, then plays it in. Could be danger here. Hits one. And it's in. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the... And the half-time whistle goes. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So it's back to business. Oh, that's a key interception. Odo. Yamal. Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. He's having a go. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Lucas Moura, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Can he finish? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Now it's Owen. Lucas Moura. Fernando Torres. Real chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Hernus. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chooses to go back. There's the hit! They've done it! And again they hit the front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two. Oh, what a mistake! Owen. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And Owen goes to finish! Mateus is there to clear. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, played right into his path. And he's found a way. Owen! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Rummenigge, and that was very necessary.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20, Owen. Number 22, Lucas Moura. Number 28, Ricky Puig. Coming on the field, number 18, Vardy.
And he's managed to get free. Big chance!
Number 17.
So much time and space. It's Canoa! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here. Has a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
It is a corner, good chance. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for the runner. Hernandez gets it away. Looking for options for movement. Batistuta. Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's there to get it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it. There's the hit! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's Nakata. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Opts to play it back. And that's really well manoeuvred. Mateus. Oh, and he's through the middle. Hits one! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And Adams, aim forwards. That's a sharp pass. And here's Owen. Horace! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Beckham, oh, good-looking ball. Has a goal! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And that has added a whole new complexion to... And the referee brings the first half to a close. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each.
Celebrating their wedding
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Beckenbauer. Now it's Owen. Beckham. And Beckham! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Moved on forwards. No luck with that dink over the top. Adams. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Owen.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
In comes the cross. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and width can be a nightmare to defend against.
Khan. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Batistuta. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Guardiola did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That has been cut short. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Quality ball. Beckham.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Nicely weighted ball. Gently done. Van Bouten cuts out the pass. Van Bouten gets it away. And it's played forward. Tries to get it clear. And here's Owen. He's away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Real chance! Oh, the ball's run, and it's come back out to him. Mateus. Speculative strike. And that's that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, here's someone I really like the look of in Ruben Dias. A proper defender. Someone who does the simple things well. Very well, in fact, and he rarely makes mistakes. A bit of a throwback to some of the defenders I played with back in the day. A good leader, too.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely aimed pass. Aim forwards. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Beckham.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Played into space out wide. No way through. Mateus. Cleared away. Beckham. Rummenigge. Owen. And the ball's come loose here.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
And it's Beckham. Gently done. And he was quick to react. Beckenbauer. Hernes. And he thumps it clear. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal is in a really good position out wide. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Beckham. Half-time getting close now. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Oh, he's taken it. Back into the middle. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Taken back almost at once. Beckham. And he's only too happy to take that back. He is through here. Danger averted for now. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How would you review the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
So we reach the halfway point, and tries a shot! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The goal scorer for Milan after 48
That was
minutes is
easy, almost too easy.
22.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real danger.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth a treat. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Adams. Mateus has a look and plays it forward. Dink through. Now that's well seen too. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The attendance for this match was 71,800.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal, given the lift of his goal. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he cuts out the supply. Beckham. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down.
And Owen! Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's been caught napping. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Mateus put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Owen.
So, time for changes
Number 8,
on both sides, actually.
Number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Well, they've got it again.
Number 11,
Beckenbauer.
Conte. Coming on the field.
Great ball if he can get there.
22, Ronaldinho.
Izarazu.
Number 26,
Mateus.
Kagawa. Number 15,
Now it's Ronaldinho.
Mbappe. Number 2, Chouameni. Substitution.
And it's Beckham. And here's Mbappe. Kago. And the shot! And another try! Sticks it away! There seemed no way back, but they are level. With a predatory goal.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
There will be 3
Di Lorenzo is there, and he can get that clear. Di Lorenzo with the clearance. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And here's Neymar. Oh, what? And the referee brings it to a close. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. Kante gets over and intercepts. Beckham is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's picked out the run. Bastoni calmly anticipates. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Neymar. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Chance! And that is wildly off target.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his...
And the keeper's given it away. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. An act of charity gratefully received. Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Adams makes the interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Hernes. Rummenigge. And the finish! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Beckham. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, no joy this time. Belletti. And it's Messi. Adams. And Mateus. He's looking to set free a runner. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Stoichkov does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mateus. Rummenigge.
There will be 1 minute at
Beckham.
a time.
Oh, tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see.
He's had a hit! Beckham. Hernes. Rummenigge. De Bruyne. And he was quick to react. And it's Beckham. And here's Owen. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. the great escape.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Just about up to the hour now. Goes forward. Oh, perfectly measured that. That is a brilliant interception. And they've got rid. Hernes. Mateus. Mateus! Decent enough try.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Substitution on the field, number 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Coming on the field, number 26. Kagawa.
Forwards and with
Number
intent.
24,
Well, it's a move of great
Neymar.
promise, but will it really prove productive?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Kagawa. And he's intervened well there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Hits one! He scores! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a
He gets big! Oh, that could cost them.
Well, the level of urgency is shot up, and that's promising now to maintain it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Beckenbauer clears. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, sweet feet.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. So 70,000 and more followers of Germany's ultimate winning machine open their arms to their favourite sons. In the Bavarian capital, they demand another spectacle. We have already started here. Lizarazu. Mateus. Mateus! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, it was achievable, Peter, but it needed his best.
Oh, good ball. Pass is just off target. Now he's off and running. And he's being shifted off it. Messi. Kante makes the interception.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That pass isn't the best. And he was quick to react. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Rummenigge. And it's Messi. Musiala. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Conte. Lizarazu. And Mateus. Hernes. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Lizarazu. Oh, and he's through the middle. Haaland. Batistuta. And Batistuta! Goal! Bayern Munich! There is the breakthrough. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Khan deals with it effortlessly. And here's the chance to counter. Batistuta. Batistuta, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Beckham. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that's definitely not his best. And he's there to get it away. And the first half is done. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, You want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He rises! Oh, taken with style! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way. Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Conte. And Adams. Beckenbauer. And it's Thuram. Beckham. Nicely weighted ball. That's a nicely measured pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge. Mateus. Chance! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair. Bayern Munich showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He gets big, and he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Rummenigge chasing after it. Lizarazu. Rummenigge. No, that's been intercepted. And that's an errant pass. Oh, super! Musiala! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Belts one! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Rummenigge voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
What a game. What a show of character. It wasn't looking good at one stage. It was quite flat in the first 45 minutes. But that's how you turn things around. You get a purpose in your game, and you go for it.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. So yet again, Munich expects, and it has every reason so to do. Bayern, so often Germany's indisputable champions, the preeminent force of our day, looking to impose itself once more. The action has already started. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Batistuta. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I feel I must point towards Torres. His reputation still causes defenders to get nervous, and his variety of goal scoring, that's what's so hard to contain. He'll poach and produce a wonder strike.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Ernest. Beckham. It's a throw-in. And it's Beckham. Griezmann. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's managed to get free. Cleared away.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Pinches it off him. That's a little off target. He could be in here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's through here. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Now that's well seen too. Owen. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's shifting through the gears here. Lizarazu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Owen. He has found the way through.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Messi. Big header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Chouameni Plays a sharp little ball here. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side.
The attendance for this match
That
was
has not gone well.
60,332.
Chouameni. Now that looks a decent ball. That's going to go a long way. And that's been won straight back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get away here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rummenigge. Hannes! Mateus. Oh, Rummenigge! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mateus. Look at the... Can he finish? He has done it! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Goal! After
Well, we could be a little
76
critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Heinz Rummenigge. Substitution on the field. Number 22, Bellingham. Number 13.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have our break. And here's a chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Fernando Torres knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
Adams. Number 11, Erling Haaland. Number 2, Dennis Irwin. Number 16, Rodri. Substitutions taking place.
Mateus.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Haaland. No, again, there's no way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Now it's Kagawa. Oh, nicely intercepted. 1 minute to add, according to the board. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Ah, he's given it away! Now it's Rodrigo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Owen, and the counter is on. And back to the keeper they go. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was, and to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. And it's Beckham. Good read, needed to be. Beckham is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's lost his man here. Mateus. Ribéry does really well to win the ball there. Fiddles it through. Stones gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone. Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Mateus. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, nicely intercepted. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that for...
Has a go! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there it is, half-time, not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Adams. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rummenigge. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Rummenigge being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking...
Torres! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 21.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Ribéry, number 22, Rodrigo.
Good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nkunku. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Tries to dink it through. He's through here. And he was alert. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. The breakthrough arrives at last.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Barcelona have... Gnabry! And that's caused a worry or two. Barcelona with the corner. They're first.
Substitution in progress.
Adams can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's certainly onside here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mohamed Salah. Now there's a... And he's had a hit! He should have put that one away.
Alvarez really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Played back in. And the finish! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Barcelona have their second corner now.
Substitutions taking place.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's ambitious.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Brilliantly cut out. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Stones wins the duel this time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. We are into stoppage time. No, that's been intercepted. And he's only too happy to take that back. That's that, the end. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Opportunity to pay a visit to our official
Well,
store
after all of
where
that, Jim,
memorabilia-
what do you think?